This is the Brave One Market, an online platform that has become the Amazon for the Ukrainian military. Military units can use Brave One to purchase drones and equipment with battle points, which is a currency awarded for the verified destruction of enemy equipment or personnel. 6 points are awarded for neutralizing an enemy soldier, 20 points for damaging a tank, 40 for destroying a tank, and 50 for destroying a mobile rocket system. The top 10 drone units are updated monthly on the Brave One leaderboards, publicizing the horrors of war in real time. This marketplace and its leaderboards has incentivized the surge in video-equipped drone warfare from the military of Ukraine and has turned real-life warfare into something out of a video game. The Brave One market was a result of Ukraine's Army of Drones program, a nationwide initiative launched at the start of the Russia-Ukraine war to rapidly expand the use of drones as a defense against Russia's attacks. In its first year, it facilitated procurement and deployment of over 2,000 drones. 2 years later, that number exceeded 1 million, making Ukraine the world's largest producer of tactical and strategic drones. This growth was supercharged through the system the Brave One market created. Drone operators are required to upload video of their strikes to the military's Delta Situational Awareness System, where footage is verified and the appropriate battle points are credited to the unit's account. Once verified, the units log into the marketplace and redeem their points in the click of a button. A few days later, new drones, parts, or other equipment are delivered directly to their bases on the front line. Money is not an issue, as the government covers the cost of all orders, effectively converting battle points to actual procurement funds and enabling an endless stream of destruction for the military's top drone operators. Brave One logs each transaction and even lets soldiers leave reviews on purchased gear, providing feedback for other units and developers. The most coveted item is the Vampire drone, a nighttime drone that strikes in complete darkness, with the 30 pounds of explosives it carries. It can fly for up to 2 hours, remaining completely undetected, and is able to complete multiple strikes every night. All for the price of just 43 battle points, roughly equivalent to $15,000 US. As successful drone strikes are completed by Ukraine's military, its publicly available leaderboards on the Brave One website are updated for the world to see. The Magyar birds consistently rank the highest among the military units, racking up tens of thousands of points, which they have exchanged for countless drones to continue their strikes. Led by successful agriculture businessman Robert Brovdy, this elite drone strike unit only selects the most skilled drone operators. Thousands apply each year and must go through a rigorous testing process, including a skills test which they must excel at. Candidates must also have a deep understanding of mechanics and electronics so that they are able to repair and make modifications to drones with limited components. 80% of those who apply are rejected. Brovdy began as a frontline soldier fighting in the trenches, but he soon realized he could raise money to buy drones and be more effective in combat. He initially used his drones for reconnaissance, gathering information on enemy formations and equipment status. After some success, he realized he could strap explosives to these rudimentary drones and established the Birds of Magyar in 2023 to recruit skilled operators. Success rates were initially horribly low, at around 20% due to malfunctions and failures to explode. It could even take up to 5 drones to neutralize a single tank. Russia's military also drastically improved its electronic jamming capabilities, making early drone technology almost useless. But after iterating designs week by week, bombing drones quickly improved to reach speeds of up to 80 miles per hour, able to carry dozens of pounds of explosives, operate at night, and run on fiber optic lines, making them impossible to jam. Today, any drone that leaves its base is now almost guaranteed to cause serious destruction, which can be seen on the Magyar Birds YouTube channel, where they post their successful strikes in an eerie montage format. To keep up with the rapid growth of Ukraine's drone striking operations, the factories that produce them had to grow at the same pace. The manufacturer responsible for producing the deadliest drones is a company called Skyfall. Founded a few months after the war began, Skyfall hired top engineers to produce and scale the most lethal drones imaginable. They set up top-secret factories close to the front lines, filled with hundreds of 3D printers and employees that could produce thousands of drones per month. Skyfall is not alone either. TAF Drones is the largest producer of FPV drones. This manufacturer focuses on volume, producing over 40,000 single-use FPV drones per month. The Wild Hornets also formed at the start of the war, and is responsible for some of the most feared drones, including one that is capable of dispersing thermite to burn through any material and can take out the largest vehicles and equipment with ease, at a cost of just a few $1,000s. Maritime drones, including the one seen here, were another innovation and can travel underwater, going completely undetectable until it's ready to strike. All of these drones can be purchased on the Brave One market, giving soldiers endless options to choose from. It also incentivizes further development, taking scrappy reconnaissance drones to some of the most deadly creations war has ever seen in just a couple of years. It even led to innovations like this invisibility suit, a lightweight material that completely shrouds soldiers against thermal imaging cameras. Besides providing funding for these drone manufacturers, Ukraine's Army of Drones program also allows for monetary donations and physical drone donations from all around the world to be used on the front lines in the war. Video proof is required to claim points to be used in the marketplace. This led to drone strike units uploading videos to social media that are akin to video game montages, eerily publicizing the horrors of war to gain more equipment and continue the cycle. The program was so successful that Ukraine's supply chain could not keep up with the orders for new drones, but so much money flowing through an industry built from war is prime for corruption. Ukraine's sudden influx of drone use in the war led to a major bribery scheme involving inflated contracts for equipment. Several high-ranking officials were caught arranging state contracts at 30% over their actual value, pocketing the difference to enrich themselves since the start of the war. This amounted to millions of dollars embezzled from government funds, explaining why high-ranking officials were seen spending obscene amounts in nightclubs, buying mansions on the Balkan coast, and driving luxury cars in Monte Carlo. Hasn't stopped at drone contracts. It extends to nearly every form of wartime financial aid. Just months into the war, the head of Ukraine's Odessa draft office was exposed after his family purchased a €4 million villa in Spain and a €2 million commercial property, while his wife drove extremely expensive luxury cars. Investigators suspect these assets were bought with bribes from young men paying to avoid conscription. In another case, the wife of former MP Ihor Kotvitsky was caught at the border with suitcases stuffed with over $30 million cash, widely believed to be smuggled illicit funds. Kotvitsky claimed he hadn't moved money out of his Ukrainian banks, but given how many high-level officials were moving aid money abroad, that defense seems unlikely. Perhaps the most notorious scandal was the so-called Monaco Battalion. As the invasion began, at least 84 of Ukraine's wealthiest magnates, politicians, and socialites slipped across the border, despite a ban on military-age men leaving. They were soon photographed in places like Monaco and Nice, living in luxury villas, driving exotic cars, and lounging at resorts while Ukrainian soldiers fought and died on the front lines.